All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakudash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim Wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, and this is going to get all kinds of reactions, all kinds of mixed opinions. All right, what you have right here is Demetrius, the Mighty Mouse Johnson, a multi-time world internationally known and champion in the mixed martial arts arena. All right, he was champ in UFC. He's now over that ONE FC promotion. Okay, he's about a 5'5". They call him Mouse for a reason, right? But he's still a mighty man. He's the champion of the little man weights, right? And what we have here from our brother is him bowing in front of his wife. All right, and the reason why I wanted to do this video, I wanted to show you. Now, this is a physical example. When you go on the Genesis, right, it tells you that the sons of God saw the women, the women and men. And I'm gonna get it. I'm butchering it, Salakia. All right, and they went down. They started having babies with them, and not only that, they started giving in to their ways of life. All right, now us, the Israelite man, we are allowed to deal with non-Israelite women, but where the line is drawn is when you, as you see here, bow yourself down to them, and or you give in to their belief and way of life and no longer worship Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So this right here, okay, if y'all want to get on this guy, y'all can get on this guy. Now, he's taking it too far. All right, he took it too far. Ain't nothing wrong with having you, you got your little heathen, but damn, Mouse, come on, Mouse, get up, brother. Hey, this is your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. All right, so once again, I am stating outright, I'm not getting on this man because he's dealing with a non-Israelite woman. We already understand how that works. You can deal with a non-Israelite woman. I'm getting on this man because clearly, he's quite literally fucking bowing in front of her. And this has been the Israelite man's #1 kryptonite since the beginning of time. The chosen seed line, the sons of God. We keep bowing down to these women, both physically and spiritually. We forsake our righteousness, we forsake our sanity, and we forsake Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to chase them buttocks. And where does it end up with us? Destroyed. All right, now I will say in his defense, if you know him, you know that him and his wife, they were together back when he was poor. He was a poor, I'll say regular working man. He did construction, the average man, and he decided to get into MMA, and his wife backed him, so he always reverences her and upholds her in interviews, right? But he, matter of fact, we're already in Proverbs. He took it too far to that. I would not never bow before my woman. That's crazy. Shit. Man, I'm sorry, y'all, but that's crazy, y'all. We're going to look at some of the comments, too, because somebody said something that really stood out to me in one of the comments. So this is Proverbs 31. We're going to start at 1. It says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. All right, and this is parable. This is dealing with Solomon. All right. It says, what, my son, and what? The son of my womb, and what? The son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. All right. And so being as a man, putting all of your trust, love, and hope into a woman can easily be your downfall, because we understand that everyone living in today's time is a descendant of Adam. And what does it say concerning women especially? All right, and this ain't a knock at the sisters, that listen. I'm dealing with just the reality of this situation. There's a reason why us men have to practice discipline. Okay, don't a nigga get a couple of chicken sandwiches and some tea at night and a nigga through now. It's that easy to overthrow some of you niggas, huh? All they got to do is send in a Becky, you niggas through. Sirach 25 and I'm gonna start at 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right, plain and simple. So a woman, quite literally, you know, dealing with Eve, she fell guile to Adam. You know, y'all know how that goes, right? And where are we at now? All right, another one I want to get is Salakia. Oh wow, okay, it was in the same chapter. I was tripping looking right at it. Sirach 25:19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the woman, to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. All right, so right here, this lets you know that women have the capability to do some vile things. Why? All right, is it because they're stronger than us, faster than us, mightier than us? No. What is woman's power over a man? To manipulate your mind. That is the power that a woman has over the man. And that is why us men have to control ourselves and be extra self-examination when you're dealing with a woman. Even with the woman who, not even, especially with the woman whom you find, you know, very attractive. You can't keep your fingers to yourself, your hands to yourself, right? You have to be extra analytical about how you're dealing, because if you're going head over heels for a hoe, you ain't showing Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that do love. All right, Revelation, what is that? 2, that was left thy first love. All right, so now let's go to Genesis right quick. So we'll go to Genesis chapter 6 just to get the story. This is a recurring cycle, which will be broken when Yahweh Shai gives us those new bodies. All right, and like I said, you know, hey, there's nothing wrong with loving your woman. You know, that's this guy, he holds his, like I said, he holds his wife up highly because she helped hold the house down so that he could pursue his MMA career, which, you know, as he has stated in interviews, had she not helped hold the house down, he wouldn't have been able to dedicate his time, you know, to training and whatnot. So she had his back, so he supports her and loves her, but she's supposed to have your back. And the fact that he's bowing to her for having his back shows you how bad the situation is. You know, a nigga finally find a wife that do right by him and he ready to bow down. You know, that's crazy. Why? Because the average woman ain't doing right by her man. So it's a snare and a trap on both sides. What you want? You want a woman that's gonna dog you, or you want a woman that's gonna do you so good you ready to forsake everything? You know, that's why you gotta have a balance, really. You know, hey, it's good to just go to sleep alone, god damn it, till we get up out of here. All right, so coming back, Genesis 6, we're gonna start at verse 1. It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God, I'll say the sons of the power, saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all those which they chose. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. All right, and so these men taking those daughters of women, that was not a wicked act in and of itself. It would have stated so right here. But what these men started to do was to no longer reverence the Heavenly Father the way that they were supposed to. And we're going to go, well, you know, let me just finish reading Salakia. So let's see what happens. Verse 4, there were giants. All right, and that word is Nepal in the Hebrew, right? The crackhead Amalekites, they say Nephilim, which these right here not referring to giants as in, you know, abnormally sized motherfuckers. These are referring to the sons of God. They were giant in their status and their capabilities and their renown. It says there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Yep. So these are those, you know, those mighty men. That's what it's referring to. All right, you know, just be literal for a second. If a gigantor nigga who's 20 feet tall, how can he mate with a 5'7" woman? You know, keep it. It's not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. You can't make it work. All right. So verse 5. And it says, and Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of the heart was only evil continually. And it repented to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. All right. So what happened when these sons of God started reproducing with these daughters of men? They started going off. And a real good documentary that shows you that is that Days of Noah flood documentary. Mother effer, you gotta imagine these niggas could jump extra high, throw a spear a mile at your ass, you know, fucking run up and tackle a horse. What you think these niggas was doing, man? They'll run up, leap up in the air, land down, grab your wife, and leap back off and be gone. They was committing wickedness. They was sacrificing to things they ought not. All right, could have been eating things that they ought not. They was doing whatever they wanted because they had the power, and couldn't nobody stop them. They was going off. All right, and I had used this this chapter maybe like a couple weeks ago, dealing with this, right? Now specifically, this is dealing with those heathen that we were kicking out of our land when we were first obtaining it. What did the Heavenly Father tell us concerning them? All right, so Deuteronomy, we'll start at 7. It gives you the list right here. You know, it's the first verse: Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Canaanites. The Heavenly Father didn't want us sparing none of them. We were supposed to just slaughter them, and you know, more killing, less talking. You know, but I want to jump down to verse 3 because it, or is it verse 3? Oh, okay, no. Verse. We'll start at 1. Slack it. 2 is what I want. It looks like. Deuteronomy 7:1. It says, "When Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt not make a covenant with them, nor show unto them mercy. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son." And like I said, this is dealing specifically with these Hamitic nations we're supposed to destroy. Because I can easily go to, what is that, the 20, I can easily go further down and you go get the law where it tells you what to do with the daughter, you know, a woman who you've captured when you out there going to war, dealing with these heathens. So you're allowed to deal with the heathen women, but this time period specifically, this law was dealing when we was first taking the Holy Land, for you crackhead scoffers. All right, so verse 4, "For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly." And that being the main point, verse 4. The reason why he didn't want us dealing with them is because it would turn away our hearts. And that is what you constantly see. Why do you think a nigga want to be 6 feet tall? Why do you think a nigga want to make 6 figures, huh? Why do you think a nigga want to have a 6-pack? To do what? To please a woman. These dudes ain't out here going crashing out just cause. Well, you know, some of them are. They're demons. Why do you think these niggas are still in SRT Challengers? You know, could be committing crimes that'll get you sent up the river for 25 to life. Why? Because they trying to front so they can impress and attract who? A woman. The majority of these dudes out here, because they're not in the truth, so the majority of their actions buried in the back of their psyche are for mate attraction and selection. Why do you think a nigga want to rap? He wants money so he can be rich, so he can do what? Get harlots. Okay? And so with all that in mind, if you don't have Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai at your forefront, you will be led to destruction, in which the average man is led by what? A woman. Whether he physically have a woman in his life or the desire for one. That's why niggas wake up at 2:59 a.m. to get to work. To bring everything they got home. All right. right? And us brothers in this truth now, we can't be like this, all right? There's nothing wrong with loving your woman. There's nothing wrong with dealing with a non-Israelite woman. But you throw me in a casket and send me down to the depths of the ocean before some shit like this happened, man. You know, come on now, Jake. And yeah, come on now. Lord forbid any brother ever bows down to some 5'5" white woman. That's crazy. It's supposed to be the opposite. She's supposed to be on her knees, Jake. And that's actually funny because you go to the comments, yeah, you know, you see people, some people, hey, the one Jake said, Dr. Umar not gonna like this, you know, so, you know, a lot of motherfuckers cracking jokes, right? But somebody said something I want to highlight right here, which is the truth. This guy said the thing is, you will never ever see a photo with the reverse, and that's plain and simple. That's the truth right here. And under says what? Kings shouldn't kneel. Somebody said, kings are nothing. Yep. Hey, and that's what I was like, damn. I was like, yeah, I gotta do a video on this. Kings ain't, the king is never supposed to kneel to the queen. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Here it is, this man, y'all, this nigga Mighty Mouse, you know, hey, he's a smaller man in stature, but let this nigga catch you on a bad night. This nigga rough you up. Had you on a hospital bed, bumped and lumped up, down bad. And he went, but, you know, look, you know, he on his knees. It's not supposed to be so. That's why, hey, we have to get our power back. We just simply have to get our power back, not because we're misogynistic assholes, but because things are out of order, and that right there is out of order. So I just want to get two more. We're gonna hit Jeremiah 11, not 11, 31. Jake. 31, and what is it? Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man." And that's what we're seeing. This is a new thing. That's why the guy said you're not going to see the reverse. You are supposed to see the reverse. A woman, it tells you in Titus, you know, the woman is supposed to be subject to her husband. And what is that, Ephesians? You're supposed to love your husband even as the Lord. It's supposed to be the reverse, because if bullets start ripping off, is she going to be able to get up and protect him? No, he's going to have to get up and protect her. So, you know, hey, he's a simple guy in the world, you know, whatever. He may not be the most wicked nigga on planet Earth, but he definitely is a simple one. You know, Jake finally started giving some loving and lose their fucking mind. All right, nigga, act like you had a woman before. Get up. I would, hey man, if I was there watching that shit live, I'd have been having a good time. And as soon as I seen that, man, boy, they would have had to escort me out the building. I might have cut up something foul up in there. You would have heard me yelling he would have been trying to get his little post-fight interview. Everybody would have been looking like, what is that noise? That noise would have been me going fucking animalistic, saying, "Get up!" Fuck wrong with you? Oh, that's no good. First Esdras 4, we're gonna go to the parable dealing with women. It was asked who was the greatest. We'll start, I believe. We're gonna read through some of these. Shit. Okay, yeah, they'd asked who the greatest was. These 3 Israelite men, they were servants under the current king, and they put letters under his pillow saying, whomever he deems the wisest, that's what's gonna rock out, right? So first Esdras 4, and we're gonna go 13. It says, "In the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh. All right, so I just want to establish the top part. So, you know, and ultimately the greatest is truth. But one of the great things in the world is women, which is why, you know, niggas bug out. All right, hell, there's brothers that didn't know. We had up here in Detroit, we had a nigga that basically left because of his overmuch love for his woman and his family, which now, since he's fallen out, he don't even go out and preach nothing no more. He started going back to church, y'all. You know, he's going to be destroyed. So how much did you really love them? All right. 1 Esdras 4:20 now, it says, a man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do you not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? And this is true. This is how women have dominion over a man, not by way of physically whooping his ass and getting him in line, but because a woman controls a man, can manipulate a man's mind so hard that a nigga goes out of his way and forsakes all and everything else for her. Us in this truth, we can't be like that. We can't be bound to no woman. And it's not just because she's a white woman. It could have been a Mexican bitch. It could have been a bitch. It could have been a Oompa Loompa from from Charlie's Chocolate Factory. I don't give a fuck. It could have been a fucking Autobots woman, goddammit. The fact that he was bound to a woman on the world stage, and here it is, this man is a mighty warrior champion of the world. That's a fucking problem, y'all. That's a problem. Alright. Jump down, or I'll read it through. So we'll go through 23. It says, yeah, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and to steal, and to sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and became servants for their sake. Plain and simple, you know. So that's mainly it. I seen this shit, y'all. I wasn't even all that mad. I was just a little bit disappointed on the inside. You know, y'all, we have so much more to come than getting some non-virgin to worship and put on the pinnacle. All right, we supposed to worship. If only we could give Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai this much reverence, we wouldn't have never been in this situation. Here it is, a nigga bow to a bitch that had nut on her face and eyelid and a corner of her eye. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you get cold in your eye. Well, she got nut up in there, and you bound to that. Come on, Jake. Come on, y'all. Whatever, man. I guess it's just us, huh? I guess I'm just tripping, huh? All right. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem. Rakach Kodash, to honors to elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations. All like the Akim Akwath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with loving your woman, but goddamn you me, don't you never bow on your fucking knees and head to no woman. That's crazy. Shalom.